and her husband came back to the compound and met her, and that they both moved to Zaki Uba's compound. According to DW2, that on their way, they saw Zaki Uba's children crying to their house and saying, if Simon Agabi is seen, he should be killed. That all of them had cutlasses and were shouting and crying. That Simon Agabi and herself ran back to their house. That her husband ran out, but she stood in the house, and they ran after him. And since they could not get him, they returned to their home. DW2 stated that the following morning, they entered and knocked their entrance to the house, which she opened, and so many of them with cutlasses, and they entered their room requesting for her husband. And she said she did not know which they commanded her out with the children, and that they searched all the rooms, but they could not see her husband. DW2 stated that they ordered her to vacate their house together with the children, that they tried to take her wrappers in the room, but they pulled her back, and she left the house with the children as they locked the room. According to DW2, that they learned that her husband was arrested, that she was surprised at this because since she had been with her husband, she never had him involved in stealing or make trouble with someone else or fighting with the family, not to say that he killed someone. That Samuel Agabi has 2 wives only, and that he's the fourth wife, and that they have 5 children. According to DW2, that the people that chased them all this while are Zaki Uba's children, which included Cletus Aka. Under cross-examination, DW2 confirmed that it was Zaki Uba's children that chased them out, but that she did not report to security agency because her husband was arrested. That she went to Yelwata without anybody approaching them. Gabriel Yua testified as DW3. According to the witness, that on the 7th of September 2019, he was in his house in Ohina in the morning. He greeted Zaki Uba, then at 8 o'clock in the evening, and went to condole James' call, that they heard a gunshot at the compound of Zaki Uba. That thinking that it was a Fulani attack, he ran into the bush, and that after some seconds, when peace was restored, he heard crying in Zaki Uba's compound and took steps to Zaki's house to see what happened. That upon approaching Zaki Uba's compound, he heard Zaki and Clement Pev saying that whoever sees him and Simon Agabi should be killed. That he returned to the front of his house. The witness said that after 5 minutes, Clement Pev, Moses Aka and Cletus Aka and Isaac Clement came to his house, armed with cutlasses looking for him. And so he ran into the bush. And the following morning, he got to his mother's people at Wadata in Makodi. But that he was subsequently arrested at the Wadata Makodi and was brought to the state CID Lafia. That he narrated exactly what he has said in this court, that he did not kill Friday Aka, Mama Ashide Peb and Gabriel Aka, and that he did not conspire with the other defendants to kill anybody. According to the witness, Madam Mama Ashide is also his mother, and that Friday Aka and Gabriel Aka are also his younger brothers, that he's married with 2 wives and 7 children only. Under cross-examination, DW3 confirmed that at 8 o'clock on the 7th of September 2019 that he was in the house of James Call, that the distance is far because it can stretch from this court to the government house, but that he cannot say whether Clement Pev was at the house of Zaki Uba at the time of the incident. The witness confirmed that Clement Pev threatened to kill him, but that he did not report to security agencies. When it was a Pev testified for the defense as DW4. According to the witness, that on the 10th of July 2019, he was working on Beneseed and Melon in Ajimaka. That on the 7th of September at 7 p.m., Tekula Pev called him and told him that they killed Mama Ashide Pev, Friday Aka and Gabriel Aka. That the following day, she went to his house and Zaki Uba's house. That on his way, he met with Simon Agabi, and he told him that his name and Gabriel Yua were indicted, and if seen, they should be killed. According to DW4, that when told this, he said, since he's a brother to Zaki Uba, he will enter the compound to greet him. That he later met his wife's mother and children, and he asked them where they were going. they say Zaki Uba asked them to go out with the children, and that anybody that sees him should kill him. That because of this information, Zaki Uba ordered them out of the house. That he did not go to Zaki Uba's house, so he proceeded to his father's compound in Benue, and he informed him. According to DW4, that the elders asked him to go back to Daudu so that they would go to the Mohina to see Zaki Uba on the issue. But that on his way to Daudu, he was arrested by the police and detained in Daudu, and later taken to Doma police, from where he was taken to the CID Lafia and was interrogated, and he narrated the same evidence he gave in this court. According to DW4, that since he was born, he has never fought or killed anybody, that he has 3 wives and 10 children only, and he is survived by family. DW4 stated that he cannot say the distance between Ajimaka to Ohina, but where Ajimaka is in a care development area is in Doma, and that he did not conspire with anybody to commit any crime. Under cross-examination, DW4 confirmed that Clement Pave is his stepbrother, and they live with each other in Ohina for over 20 years. They can identify Clement Pave at any time, and so also his wives. Simon Agabi testified as DW5, according to the witness, that on the 7th of September 2019, he was sitting in his house about 7 to 8 p.m. and were eating with his family. They heard gunshots coming from the direction of Zaki Uba's compound, and they ran for their dear lives as a family in different directions. After the situation calmed down, they heard cry from Zaki Uba's compound, and he then came out of his hiding place and proceeded to Zaki Uba's house with his first wife. But that on approaching Zaki Uba's house, they heard the voice of Clement Pep, Cletus Aka, Moses Aka, saying that they will kill him, and on was a Pep. And so he retreated backwards and went back to his house. That he heard them coming to his house running, and so he ran into the bush. DW5 stated that they came to his wife and asked where her husband was, and she replied she has not seen him. That they told his wife that if they see him, they will kill him. That he stayed in the bush till daybreak, and that he came from the bush into the main road and then traveled to Benin to let them know what has happened. DW5 stated that on his way, he met Ondo Wasepe on his way to Ohina village, and he told him what is happening. The Ondo Wasepe insisted on going into Ohina village because he has the same parentage with Zaki Uba. According to DW5, that both of them went their separate ways, but that later Ondo Wasepe later called him on the phone and asked him where he was, and they asked him to wait so that together they can travel to Benue to inform their relations about the incident. That the relations are in Seke under Daudu. DW5 stated that they proceeded and told them about what has happened, but that they were told to go back to Daudu. And so the following day, they came together with them to Ohina to have a first-hand information on the matter. That on their way to Daudu, that they met security agents and Clement Pep, who blocked them and subjected them and Ondobase to arrest, and they were taken to police station. According to DW5, at Daudu police station interrogated him, and he answered that he did not kill or know or those who did the killing. That the following day, they took them to Doma police station and were interrogated. Under cross-examination, DW5 confirmed that he was born in Ohina and grew up there, and that Clement Pep also was born and grew up in Ohina. He confirmed that he knows Clement Pep throughout his life in Ohina village, and that he can recognize Clement Pep if he sees him. The witness confirmed that he was in Ohina Tiv on the 7th of September 2019, that when he came out of the bush, he heard Clement Pep, Cletus Aka, and Moses Aka saying that if they see him and Ondo was a Pep, they will kill them. But that he did not report to the security agents because it was late in the night, and he did not report till date. He confirmed to have made statements at the state CID Lafia, and same was reduced to writing. That at the state CID, his memory was still fresh when he gave his statement. Told him by Kwabe, testified as DW6. According to DW6, that on the 7th of September, he was in the house in Dogon Kurumi, and they were drinking some wine when his brother Meshewa ran to him, whether he heard whether he heard